Join me as I dive into revealing 5 incredible facts that sound completely made up, but are actually true. You know, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. We've all heard those wild stories that sound like they belong in a sci-fi movie, but are actually based on real events. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today. Get ready for these 5 unbelievable facts that will literally blow your mind, because they are genuinely true. We live in a world where misinformation spreads like wildfire, and it's easy to believe things that just aren't true. We've all experienced it, scrolling through social media, reading headlines that seem too good or bad to be true. And before we know it, we're sharing them with friends and family without checking the facts. But critical thinking is essential in today's world. We must be curious, ask questions, and seek the truth, no matter how strange it may be. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We'll explore 5 fascinating facts that will make you say, "What?" and then leave you wondering why you ever doubted them. We're constantly bombarded with information, and it's hard to know what to believe. We've all heard the phrase fake news, and while it is a real problem, it's also easy to get carried away with all the noise and forget to fact check. In a world where anyone can share their opinion online, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. That's why it's so important to stay curious, seek trustworthy sources, and think critically about the information presented to us. So, are you ready to be blown away? Let's take a look at our first fact. You won't believe what is actually true. We'll start with a fact that will make you rethink how you look at food. You know how they say, "You are what you eat"? Well, it turns out that's more true than you think. Our diet influences our bodies not just quantitatively, in terms of nutrient content, but also qualitatively. Food contains various nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that can either benefit or harm our health. For example, eating foods rich in antioxidants can boost the immune system, while excessive consumption of processed foods can lead to various health problems. There are also psychological aspects related to this saying. Our food preferences can reflect our emotional states and personality traits. For example, people who prefer sweet foods may tend to be more open to new experiences. Second fact, bananas are berries. At first glance, this might sound like a joke, but it's true. Bananas are botanically classified as berries. How does that work? Botanical definition. According to the botanical definition, a berry is a fruit that develops from a single flower with one ovary and contains seeds. Bananas meet this definition, while strawberries or raspberries do not, as they come from multiple ovaries. Growing. Bananas grow on a herb, not a tree as many people think. This herb can grow up to 7 meters tall and produces large flowers from which the fruits develop. Next, we have a fact that will make you question human endurance. You won't believe what one man did to survive in the wild. You know how some people are naturally lucky? Well, it turns out luck might not just be chance. Our third fact will make you wonder if fate really plays a role in our lives. A man found himself in a remote area without access to food and water. In such situations, people often have to rely on their ingenuity and ability to improvise. For example, this man used his knowledge of local flora and fauna to find edible plants and sources of water. His determination and mental strength were key to his survival. In crises, people often enter a survival mode where they can overcome both physical and mental limits. This experience shows that human endurance can be incredible when faced with life challenges. Our fourth fact is a real puzzler. You'll be amazed by the incredible connection between 2 events that seem completely unrelated. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell patented the first functional telephone. This invention revolutionized communication, allowing people to speak over long distances and changing the way people connected and shared information. The telephone became a fundamental tool for business, politics, and personal life. More than 50 years later, in 1928, Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin, the first antibiotic capable of treating bacterial infections. This discovery revolutionized medicine and saved millions of lives. But how are these two events connected? At first glance, it might seem that the telephone and penicillin have nothing in common. However, both events illustrate the power of innovation in different areas of human life. The telephone allowed doctors to communicate faster about patients and share important information, leading to quicker decision-making in crisis situations. And finally, our fifth fact. In recent years, scientists have made alarming discoveries regarding microplastics, tiny plastic particles less than 5 millimeters in size. These particles have been found not only in our oceans and wildlife, but also within human organs. Research has confirmed the presence of microplastics in various tissues, including the lungs, liver, and even the placenta. This revelation raises significant questions about the long-term implications for human health. Each of these facts is so incredible that it's hard to pick just one that stands out. But if I had to choose, I'd say our fourth fact is the real cherry on top. The idea that two events can be connected in such a way is simply unbelievable. It really makes you think about what other secrets our world holds. So there you have it, 5 unbelievable facts that are actually true. It's amazing what you can learn when you take the time to question everything and seek the truth. These facts are a great reminder that there are still so many things we don't know about our world, and that's what makes life so fascinating. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments about which fact surprised you the most. And if you want to know more, be sure to check out my next video for even more interesting content. Bye.